And at the beginning of verse 13, we read, "And the sea gave up the dead which were in it." Those shipwrecked in the open sea, submerged at the bottom of the ocean, the one place on the earth in ancient times that things were irretrievable. They had no modern means to gather anything from the depth of the sea. But even those who have died at sea and are submerged so low, they will be brought out of the sea and they will stand in this court before this judge. And death and Hades gave up the dead which were in them. Death here referring to the grave that holds the body of every unsaved person, and Hades, the temporary place of punishment of unsaved souls and spirits, awaiting this final judgment. And they must wait until the final judgment because the influence of their ungodliness has been perpetuated through their children, through their grandchildren, through those they worked with. And all of the accounts have not yet come in. The judgment could not have happened at the end of their lifetime because the influence of their life continued, and God must wait until it's run its full course. And they will give an account to the judge for generations of sin. Death and Hades gave up the dead which were in them. Jesus referred to it in John 5:29 as a resurrection of judgment. No way to pull the grave like a sheet up over their face and just hide from God in this day. Jesus himself will resurrect their body out of the grave and raise their damned souls and spirits to be reunited and to stand before him and to give an account for the entirety of their life. So who will be there? Well, defiant sinners will be there. God haters, Christ haters, Bible haters, church haters, terrorists, anarchists, atheists, agnostics, they will all be there. Religious people will be there. Those who are members of false religions and cults, Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, Catholics, liberal churches, they will all be there in the judgment because they had believed a lie. Good people will be there. Decent, upright citizens who paid their taxes, helped their neighbors. They just were never born again. Procrastinators will be there. Those who had heard the truth of the gospel, but they really weren't ready to let go of the world. They really weren't ready to break from the pack. They wanted to continue to go with the flow of this world. And every time they heard the gospel, they just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off until they have procrastinated their way into hell. And they will be there. And lost church members will be there. As I said earlier, those who profess Christ, they just never knew him. They knew about Christ. They just never had a personal, experiential, living relationship with the risen Christ. They had never met Christ. They will all be summoned to stand before the throne.